Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy.
Community, like one what is now? By the juicy, la one juice, ki ovele mo. What's the juicy? Yeah, get the juice. Get the juice. What's the juicy mo? I'm a juice. I ends up on a lap. What is the baguette? No, also, what's a guy also? What is this? What is this? What is this, Sissy? What is that, Sissy? Lamona, community Lamona, Linwadi Chila, Naleka go back to Maratwana live, and Jadi Chila because level la fellow ways are where to a guy. Check, but get the juice. I see the juice. Barki juice, bona juice tate. Basato sifaka malabel la khona. Ba busy la bona ke tsa guys wa mo community. Lelebeleng ke guys wa mo. Ba manufacturer wa mo, makhongo mo yovele mo. Wa manufacturer wa mo. Hey, bathini bari ba methi label. Ba metsa ma label la. Ay vale.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imali, and we're back at it again with another one. Ladies and gentlemen, this time around I want to cover this issue of Bangladesh, Pakistanis and Indian tuck shops that are popping out in the township economy. The problem that has been happening right now is that it seems like there's a lot of counterfeit goods that are popping out, and that are some are very poisonous, expired goods that are killing our people in the townships. Because you're in the township, you're gonna get the worst of service. I know that we want to blame them as much as possible, and I think South Africans have to take ownership of playing a role in not only accepting these people into our community, because South Africans are loving people. This is testimony that South Africans are welcoming people. For Bangladesh, Indian, Pakistanis and everywhere, your Ethiopians and everyone. Ethiopians are our brothers in Africa anyway, and Nigerians, Zimbabwe, whoever is owning a tuck shop or a Spaza shop or whatever in the township, it shows that we are welcoming as the people of South Africa, contrary to the belief of us being tagged the xenophobic country. So for me, it shows that we are welcoming. But now in that welcoming, we did not only get into a disadvantage in terms of our shops, South African owned shops started suffering because of the level of immigration coming into our townships. Now we have to be honest with ourselves and say, listen, is our regulations, is our government protecting us or protecting not only the consumers but the South African owned businesses from competition from these other shops? That's the conversation we must have, not a conversation of xenophobia and all that. No, you as a country, your laws, do they protect your citizens in terms of Competition Act? Number one. Number two, why is it that it is so easy for our South African inspectors to be bought when you go to these places, you see that there is no hygiene. The goods are expired. Um, the storage is, oh my goodness. So you watch those videos and you can't help to have it makes my stomach works. I mean, there's pictures of children having form. You know what? Children dying because consuming Zimba chips, biscuits, baby products. It is an unfair ask for South Africans to remain calm and loving in this type of a situation. It's not. It's not. You know, and I'm so happy that even with all of this happening, I did not hear of a headline of any Pakistani, Indian, or whatever getting killed or whatever. I am so happy that we South Africans have come to a maturity of how to deal with problems, especially these problems. Now, our our government is the only people that can really change the laws in the townships or in the communities. There has to be stricter laws. There are just too many Indian Pakistanis, there are just too many of these shops in the community for a South African owned shop to compete against these people. Because remember, bulk buying is the best buying. So even if your shop is cleaner, bigger, existed for longer in the community, there's no way you're gonna compete with 10 Pakistani shops that are stocking at once. There is no way. In terms of price, you can't compete with those people. It's an unfair ask. So is our government doing something about this? Panyaza Lusufi said something that I've been saying for so long in this channel. I've been saying for so long how the government can save the township economy. Let's just quickly listen to what Panyaza said, and then I'll come back with my closing remarks.
We are now ready to firmly reclaim our shops in our townships, these new Spaza shops that we want to support in our township, so that we can differentiate them from the shops owned by foreign nationals. We have now finalized a financing model to allow township businesses to have their own bulk buying mechanism through the establishment of a township-based warehouses and distribution centers. Every Spaza shop that will be supported will receive free internet and banking services. Every Spaza shop that will be supported will receive orders from government-related departments as part of strengthening township business.
Okay, so it is true. If the government opens a special funding for South African-owned township shops, it will be easy for them to grow. It will not only that it will create jobs, not only that it will create security, not only that the business will grow, the economy will grow in that township. Give the people the funding, let them have a supermarket that can compete with the likes of ShopRite, Pick and Pay, and what's the other one? Spar and OK and the likes. Let's not only focus on these small shops that we must close, these Pakistani shops. The big shops that we are not talking about are the ones actually that are stealing the clients from the township. Because remember, which township does not have a ShopRite? Which township does not have a ShopRite? A ShopRite is everywhere. It's stealing the clients. But the people of South Africa, knowing that it's for Johan Rupert and all them that owns these shops, they don't speak about them. We need to be having that conversation because our mind, our aim, it should be that big. Not only with these small shops. You guys go in the comment section and type "I understand" if you understand. It is not only the small shops that are taking business and taking over the community. It is the big shop. ShopRite, YouSave, Pick and Pay, all of them, they are in the center of the townships and taking clients. How is the big and walking distance? How is the South African owned tuck shop going to compete with the ShopRite? Because you're going to solve this problem, but there will be another problem that you need to solve. And the government will never attack the likes of ShopRite, Pick and Pay, and Checkers. They will never attack them because those are big corporates. They are not small companies. And the issue with the ANC government is that they on paper it's so good. On speech, they are so good, but when it comes to implementing, you don't hear anything. Panyaza is in Gauteng. Let him do something. Let us see something in Gauteng. Let us see the people's lives getting changed in Gauteng, because we really want to see that. So I'm waiting for that. But for me, the conversation should not stop at the Pakistani shops and everything. It should then elevate to the big shops, and those big shops, those big supermarkets must also bring us to a point where we say, if these American shops can close in Africa, we can still operate. How are we going to operate when we don't have our own shops? Our own shops. We are even struggling to have South African made products into those shops. So you can imagine how difficult the red tape is. So I don't know. Let's stop the violence. I like the way we are dealing with this issue. The maturity of the community going in, closing the shops, telling this person, listen, go, you are not going to open and operate in our community, calling the police. That is how you deal with these things. You don't kill people, you don't do anything. Put them in the arm of the law and let the law deal with them. Some of them don't have papers. Yes, let them be deported back home. Things like that. Not killing people. That is never a solution that this channel will support. I don't support that type of things in terms of being violent. But I'm very happy with the maturity that South Africans are showing in 2023. It's very good. It shows that our community support groups and protection groups are growing. And most of it comes from learning from the mistakes of Operation Tutula. But that's a topic for another day. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up and go and work. Don't forget that your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imaleneng, salutes you. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, leave your thoughts on the comment section and hit the like and subscribe button, and we will meet on the next one.